I do apologize for taking a minute to come back. It's twice today I've been late. Both times it's because I've been doing off-camera stuff. It's okay, I have a feeling you didn't want to watch that. I mean, it wasn't terrible, and if I'm being honest, it's not really the game's fault. I've been sort of rushing down here. Doing a little bit of hodgepodging with regards to inventory. The other thing I've been doing is not being aware of the fact that the damn dragons will attack my parked prawn. That was something I hadn't planned for. That required me to get lubricant, of which there is only one source, and that meant going all the way back up, which isn't even just straight up, it's all the way out, and then all the way up. It's a huge trip. It's like 2 kilometers of a trip. Most of which was done in the prawn. So that took a minute, is what I'm trying to say. And while I was on my way back, well, I picked up a few extra things to flesh out the place, because why not? So we do have a moon pool. We've got a safe haven for the Shadow Machine to hang out here. And I can confirm they stopped attacking it. They're just hanging out right here, but they're not actually attacking it. They'll attack me! Like a dick. Oh my god, they really will, too. Look at them. But while we're here, I thought, you know what, let's be stupid. And now we can enjoy hell from the comfort of our own home. And the sea dragon, which is right there. That's cool. I don't think they'll attack us in here. They don't appear to be. That's a good sign. Yep, now we get to watch as they kill us. Anyways. So unfortunately, I should have gone back up, but we're heading back up. We're heading back up. So we've got the base, we've got thermal power, which is reliable and repeatable power. We've got a good, fully upgraded scanner. Now it's time to leave. But before we leave, I want to check for... nothing, apparently. That's odd. It should be in range of me down here. Well, let's leave it on the dragons. At least that way we'll get some warning. But yes, now we head all the way back up to the surface. Having now done all that. Yeah, from my perspective, I literally just got back down here. On the plus side, with this setup and the charger setup, we now have a fully charged prawn. So, you know, that's good. Get a little bit of food and water before we head up, because this is going to be a little bit of a trip. I thought about doing this particular trip off camera too, but A, I wanted to show off, you know, hey, we did it. And B, I'm already 20 minutes late starting stream. You know. Okay, so all the way back up. Let's make sure we grab a save before we do this. Hey, Walker. So Walker asked a question. I don't have here, because it's over here. But once I get over here, I'll have a question. So Walker's looking for a new book series. Unfortunately, Walker didn't give me any information whatsoever to do that. Now, I'm probably the worst possible person to ask this in general, because I don't really read anymore. I haven't read in a long time. What? Hold up. So, there's our thermal plant. Right there. Sending power there, which is then sending power to the universe. Hang on, I literally can't. Oh my god, I think that should not be possible. The range on these things is supposed to be 100 meters. But it's going straight from my main base, which happens to be right above us, by the way. The prawn is slower than the Cyclops.
Welcome aboard, Captain.
Maybe going to the camera? I have no idea. Either way, that should be well out of range. Alright, let's get out of here. Yeah, I hear you. You're in my way now. I hear there be dragons. It is, yeah, because it looks like we're hovering at a decent clip, but this is the slowest vehicle of the three. And that's not even counting when you can burn out the engines on the Cyclops. Hello, Warper. Could you not? Please? So that's what happens when a Warper actually gets you. If you were wondering. First time one of them's gotten us. No, Blade Travel. There is one thing larger. Just one. Who we should have encountered by now, but I decided it to be different, and I'm paying for it now, so that's on me. But I'm turned around. Okay, I want to go this way, I think. Yeah, over here. Yeah, there are ways for that little warp thing to go badly, because your prawn suit keeps going, like, especially if you're in mid-jump, like I currently am. In my defense, Mike's DK, I asked the chat, do you want to do the story or the river? And everybody was like, do the river. And I'm like, okay, we'll do the river. Now, against me, I shouldn't have even offered that choice. I should have just said, we're going to do the story before we do the river. My own bad. Yeah, this run is a little longer than it should be, literally because of some unoptimization by me, which is funny, because I know what I'm doing more than I did last time, and I'm still being less optimized. In fairness, last time I was also cheating. So, like, we just turned off several mechanisms. That's true, we are actually done with the river. We have shown off everything we want to show off. It's just, now all it is a vehicle to get down here. In the interest of speed, what I'm probably going to do is I'm going to probably play ping pong. So we're probably going to leave the Shadow Machine once I get to the Maverick. And once we get back to the Cyclops, that is to say the Evo, we'll go ahead and take the Evo back to base, and we'll start doing story stuff. And then when we come back, we could take the Maverick back down to the Shadow Machine, and then the Shadow Machine back down to the depths. So we're gonna play. There's a term, but it's not ping pong. What's that called? Where's the Cyclops? Much further up. I could spend time and resources upgrading its relay. Thank you. That's what I'm thinking of. I could spend time and resources upgrading the Cyclops to enable it to go down to pretty far. Like, I think it can go down to 1300 or something. However, I don't want to. There's almost no reason for me to at this point. Like, the Cyclops is cool and all, and I'm rather fond of it as a mobile base, but I'm at the point in the story where it's kind of unnecessary. And it would be a waste of time and resources when I've already had to spend a lot of time going back and forth, so we're just gonna not bother. Hey, Polikas, I'm glad you're liking it. I've been worried that people haven't been enjoying. I always worry about that. I always worry about being boring while streaming. Like, it's funny. I'm not bored. I'm having the time of my life. I love this game, even with this back and forth. But I always get afraid that these are the sections that people just kind of tune out. I'm like, ah, okay, whatever. It's just lore, and he's dumb, and he's stupid. Ugh, lore is so dumb and stupid. See that? That's a Ghost Leviathan egg. Safest spot in the entire area. Anyway, so, moving on. Seriously. It's funny, because you'd think a spot where a Ghost Leviathan egg is would not be safe, but at the same time, it makes a weird amount of sense that that would be one of the safest spots in the entire game. Very true, Crazy Norse. So, pop on out. Pretty sure you've got power. That's because you do. We'll see you in a bit, Shadow Machine. Actually, hang on. We probably don't need it, but just to cover ourselves, let's make sure we've got some power here. Just to be sure. Oh, wow, we don't even need that much. So we'll just put some extra power in here. And surface side we go. I kind of wish there was an upgrade just to increase the speed of this thing. Like, nothing else. Just go faster. Well, thank you, War Sage. Appreciate it. It's also one of the reasons I'm okay with roaming on topic every now and again. Discussing game design, or story design, or housing design. Or designing design. One of my favorites. Or how terrifying the Ghost Leviathans are. Or how nothing in this game is more terrifying than the Reapers. Seriously, nothing in this game gets to me like Reapers do. Even though there are technically harder enemies. God, those things. No, I do not, Blade Call. But do you? And if so, why? We can discuss this. We've got a little bit of time, as we're heading all the way back up top. I'm tempted to leave the Cyclops here. I think it is faster to just take the Seamoth back. Yeah, there's the Evo. Just parked at the entrance here. In fact, I think this is faster, so yeah, let's just do that. Let's do that. I guess we're gonna change course slightly. Give me 5 minutes into Gyarados. I got this. I got this. I mean, that's fair, Blade Tribal. Again, it's mostly my fault, because I just dislike the fact that First of all, I like going from place to place quickly. Shrug. But the Seamoth is relatively quick. It may seem slow, but ultimately you could cross the entire map in maybe like 2 minutes in the Seamoth. It's just, I want to go faster because I've already done this. Like, I want to get on with it. And you're probably thinking, so it's because you're impatient. No, I've actually already told you why. It's because I'm worried about being boring. So minimizing dead air time is a good way to try and prevent boringness. I mean, you'll notice we're almost back to our base already. Well, kind of, Magister. See, the problem is, we haven't really advanced the story yet. Normally, we advance the story first, and therefore have a reason to descend into the depths. Grounded was actually frustrating to get around in, though, Blade to All. Like, imagine just for a moment here, let's run through this for a second. Imagine you're running around on the ground, which is easy to imagine, because just picture you're on the prawn suit. Chakunk. Chakunk. Ant. Okay, there's a spider. It webbed me. Hang on, I'm webbed in the spider. Okay. Now going over here. Like, the density of Grounded is in its favor in terms of gameplay, but in its negative in terms of traversal. It's one of the reasons I was so happy once I gained access to the damn zip lines. And then they were so limited, and that just was discouraging. Either way, is this me?
Calorie intake
Yes, this is me. Let's get in here.
Welcome aboard, Captain.
Oh, very much by accident. Definitely. Agreed, Polycus. It is a fair thing. Oh, absolutely, Blanchefell. Never... If I ever get actually upset by you bringing up something, I will say so. Yeah, did you like my, the base I showed off 2 Saturdays ago, Crazy Norse? So let's just do food here, because I definitely have a fabricator here. Right, I got rid of that because I moved it on board my base. That's okay, I can make that work. I can make that work. Let's grab a gold. Poke outside for a moment. Oh yeah, and speaking of which, I don't see an energy beam coming up from the depths here. I'm gonna assume that's just a graphics bug. Where? In the alien base, Blue Hero. The one we haven't even been to yet.
Vital signs stabilizing.
Okay. Some basics here. Really wish we'd started this playthrough with food and water off, to be completely honest with you. It's honestly just proved to be kind of padding. Of the various aspects of survival in this game, most of which are well designed, food and water are just kind of... they're there, you know? Not a lot of thought or effort put into them. I was actually thinking about that earlier, too. How many survival games put real thought into the food element of things? I can think of one off the top of my head, which is Wild 8, I want to say? God, I can never think of the name of that game. I think it's Wild 8. Hang on, let me double check here. Yep, the Wild 8, I'm right. That game did food reasonably well. Also a fun survival game while we're on the subject. Okay. Plot.
This is Lifepod 4. We've landed close to the Aurora. Flotation device is active, but we've got some big old fish in the water with us, and I don't know how long we're gonna last. We're close to the crash site, so bring radiation protection. 4 out.
So apparently...
Signal coordinates corrupted. Approximate transmission origin recorded to data bank.
Apparently we're still at the pod phase of things. So that sucks. Unfortunately, I think that's in the death zone. So we're gonna save. Because I don't want to go into the death zone. We're gonna. But I don't really wanna. Let's hop in this thing over here. And hope for the best. So that's gonna be... No. Oh, God. Damn it. Ah. Sorry. Bugged the crap out of me. Had a chunk of almond. So I don't know what category those things are under. Oh, there we go. Lifepod 4. Oh, that's not too bad. That's actually right frickin' there. That's not even in the death zone.
Systems online.
Oh, whatever. Let's go see it. Just in case. Let's repair first. Alright, now let's go see it. I wonder how much legroom these things have. The sea moths. What's funny is if Lifepod 4 is where I think it is, the large creatures they're talking about is the frickin' whales. Most peaceful creatures in the entire game. Yeah, these guys. Granted, they would have no way of knowing that. I'm not blaming them for being freaked out. I was freaked out first time I saw the whales. But, you know. It's just funny to think about in hindsight. Oh, God. There's death here. No, they're just whales. What? There it is. How'd you get yourself killed? Hmm? There we go. And get inside. What? I feel gypped. Oh, I think I figured out how it capsized. Wow, we actually didn't have the creature decoy yet. That's kind of impressive.
To any Altera crew. Landed in area of significant alien activity. Encountered predators in the Leviathan class, highly aggressive. Spectroscope scanner assigned species designator Reaper. One specimen attempted to swallow the life pod, doing extensive damage in the process. Only viable option is to make for the safety of the Aurora crash site. I have retrieved a data box with the creature decoy and enough resources to fabricate a couple of them. The swim's longer than the decoy lifetime, but it should just be enough to keep them busy. If you don't find me on board the ship, presume I miscalculated.
Funny thing, we're actually safe of Reapers right here. But if we go, about that way or that way, Reaper City. Anyways. Yeah, his math was not accurate. Oh, hey, that doesn't happen often. I think it's actually the first one we've had. So, you disagree with the inclusion of a map. Okay, well, your reason for disagreeing with the inclusion of the map is it defeats the purpose of beacons. Now, that sounds confusing to me. Because that posits the idea that if there were a game that had a map, that had the ability to place your own markers on the map, that wouldn't be a good thing. Except I can think of lots of games that have maps that allow you to put your own markers on the map, that's a good thing. So if there was a map, how would that diminish the benefit of a beacon? Now, to be clear, because I didn't type this up in the document, I myself am not particularly bothered by the lack of a map in this game. But I have a pretty good sense of direction, and I've played it before. I could see how having some kind of an ability to at least have a rough map would be very helpful, especially since we have, like, if you go Google it, we have a 2D map of the place, and it does help for basic navigation. Like just seeing where the zones are, right? That's also ignoring the fact that we do have literally the scanner, which shows us a 3D map of everything. Which is something they could even expand upon, if they wanted to, of course. This way, yes. Admittedly, I could probably be topped down from giving that a negative. I don't know. There's... Also true, Mikes. Yes, you can, although it's hard to do, Blue Hero. One of the other things that... So, the idea and point here, and feel free to debate me on this, is that the absence of the map can be deleterious for people who get lost easy or don't really have a good sense of direction. And the game itself doesn't really tell you how beacons work or any of that. Because of the info and game problem I've mentioned as well. So, the inclusion of an option for a map, especially a map where you can scan for yourself, would probably make the game... Oh my god. That's the one going down to the lava base. That I showed off earlier. Note to self, make sure that's in the highlight reel. Is it still going up out of the water? Nope, it terminates at water surface, but it's not aiming for anything. It's just going up. Anyways. Yep, we are powering the ocean. Can I help you? Is there a power draw? I doubt it. Oh god, it's gone. It's gone.
Welcome aboard.
All right, I was staying here for a reason. I wasn't just trying to do that. Do we have a new message? We do not. Yes, we have unleashed the armies of Mordor. Oh my god. Oh yeah, we never actually... Let's just dump that. Gabriella came back from a coffee break like, hold up. Give me a second. Get back here, let me eat you. Delicious peepers. You ever heard of the song Jeepers Creepers? This is what it was actually about. So, unfortunately, this is one of the downsides of doing the story in this game. We're just kind of waiting for the next radio call. Oh, I know, that's why I was holding on to it, but honestly, I don't care enough to drag it all the way down there, so... that's a good idea. Let's see if sleeping helps. I should also make enough resources to make a second bed, so I can have a bed down below, too, in case we need it. I will say one other weird thing, for as much as I have complained, about the fact that the game it takes forever to get around. I'm actually really happy that the game is not bigger than it is. I'm one of those weird people who doesn't like it when a game is huge but empty. I'm sure a lot of you could think of games where that qualifies just right off the top of your head. Oh, hey, it's another Mesmer. Die, Mesmer! Die! What? What is he doing? Are you dead? What the... Okay. Yeah, exactly. There's a good density and a good usage of the space in this game, which is awesome. Because I can think of a lot of games where it's just big, empty fields and nothing. Like, it probably looks somewhat empty, and it's easy to dispel that illusion, because all I have to do is turn on the scanner for anything, and you will suddenly see pinpricks pop up everywhere. Right, this is a very dense map. It is your primary objective. Ah! Bed. I need fiber mesh. That's what I need. Okay. I don't think I have any right now. I'll double check. I've lost a bit of mental track of what I have up top, because I haven't really been in this space in a while. Okay, so we now can make a bed. Actually, while we're here. Make some food. Make some cooked food, actually. That'll be for later. Radio message. They knew! What do you got for me?
Aurora, this is Sunbeam again. We just picked up a massive debris field at your location. I didn't know how many of you... I didn't know. We're now en route to your location. We're gonna bring you home. Sunbeam out. What else can I say? The only time I parked a rig this big on a rock that small was in VR. And I blew it. It's a bad option, all right, but so are all the others.
Yeah, team radio. So if you're wondering why he sounds so distraught there, it's specifically because of the fact that he was like, ugh, these idiots. They don't actually need help. Ugh, whatever. Now, let's get this out of the way for those of you who have played this game before. Yes, we do actually have the ability to, let's say, sequence break the upcoming series of events, but you have to know what you're doing and go out of your way to do that sequence break. So we're not. We're going to play this as if we played it the first time. So that's exactly what happened the last time. So, now we sleep, because now we're waiting for our next call. We don't really need a lot of resources. How are we doing on water? Nope, not yet. I do still think this is one of the better sleeping spots we've ever found. We can actually see the surface. It's nice and bright. And we got a nice view of this whole little canyon here. I like it. Oh, and look. There's Hell Actual, almost directly below us. That's funny. Look at that. 1,200 down. Yeah, you want to see those baby Leviathans, right, Kira? What noise? Okay. I have a new message. Good afternoon, Maverick. Walk around for a moment. Grab some water. More salt. I'm gonna need more. We're gonna be doing some trips soon, so we gotta start getting some food and water for that. The map itself is identical, but a lot of these specific items and where they are placed are random. Like, your life pod is in a random spot. It's always in the shallows, but I say random. It's actually more like there are several possibilities where your map can be, or your life pod can be. What resources are where, which wrecks give what, which scannable items are where, which resources are placed. Some of them, not all of them. I could save their lives, Von Falkenstein. But I'm not going to. Also, I'm not actually sure how to progress the story by saving their lives. I'm legitimately not sure how to do that. The next step is story, which means radio, which means letting the things that are about to happen to the Sunbeam happen to the Sunbeam. As I say, I'm pretty sure you need to be using speedrunner techniques or otherwise sequence breaking to save them. I'm giving away too much, I'm sorry. They're gonna die! Okay, so... What do we got? I've got 2 salt on me, so let's make some long-term food. Yeah. Screaming! Oh, I'm aware, Crazy Nurse, which is also, like, if I might be so bold, and I don't want to be negative here, but it's kind of ridiculous that if you successfully make it so that, you know, what's about to happen doesn't happen, try to not spoil too much here, then they give some really stupid comment about, oh, yeah, no, we can't land, we can't find a landing spot. Which is such a... It's almost essentially a retcon. Because they clearly had the ability to land in the prior timeline. Oh my god, look at all this aerogel. And magnetite. Alright, so whatever. I'm gonna go ahead and move some time forward since we have some food and some water. Yeah, I agree, Kira. It feels like... I can't sleep. It feels like at some point in time, the developers realized oh crap, if you do things in a very specific way, you know, this can happen. And so they threw in that line in order to cover it. Welcome to Insomnia. Man, there's a reason I take pills every night. That's not true, I don't take pills. I take Z-Quil, which is almost as bad. Yeah, the maker decided it wasn't my time. Yeah, exactly. No, that's exactly right, Lord Aramont. I have 2 fabricators? God damn it, Laura. God, I actually made a second one already. Or a first one, rather. Okay, well. Okay, since we're just kind of passing time, let's try to use it constructively. Okay. Idea. Let's go over here. What do these upgrades take? So we've got... That's going to be 3 copper, 3 magnetite, a gold, and a silver. We already have a gold. Not too sure we have any extra silver at the moment. We can find some. 3 copper. We got more diamonds and copper. Today I'll be role-playing as Africa. My magnetite. I do not have silver. Alright, let's see if we can find some silver. Correct, Kamek. Silver, huh? Oh god, Blue Hero! Melatonin gummies? I don't suppose you mean these. Because those sometimes help. Silver is silver limestone? I think silver sandstone, isn't it? God, I don't actually remember. Does anyone remember if silver sandstone or limestone? I'm pretty sure Grounded is going to beat this game overall. Especially on the gameplay axis. We'll see, though. We'll see. Okay, sandstone is what I want. Thank you. While we wait, let's make some stuff happen. Sploosh. Let's grab a peeper. What? Come here. You delicious food, you. Yeah, peepers are essentially at the bottom of the food chain here. Which... Anyways. Talk about that more later. Silver. Just needed the one, so we're just gonna move on. Love how we twist that thing as we're playing. Okay, so speed upgrade. Hello. Maybe I should say hi, hello. That might be less confusing. Yes, say hi, hello. I've actually heard of Graveyard Keeper, although I haven't played it myself. I'm told it is in many ways it's a management sim in a similar manner to something like Stardew Valley with a little bit of a different tone to it. But similar gameplay structure is what I've heard. I thought that was you, Von Falkenstein, but I want to assume. So, thank you, Von Falkenstein. Oh, tell me about it, Dream Whisperer. I will go ahead and jot that down to add Graveyard Keeper to the list. Okay. Thank you so much. Oh, God. Alright, I've thrown out my back forever. I'm actually dead now, technically. So we need... I need to write this down. I need to write down the radar base pack. Like, what exactly we need to make a radar base happen. Because that's what I'm going to do with some of our spare time here while we're waiting. There's one spot we haven't really done that in yet. Technically 3, but one really important Actually, while I'm here, let's look something up. What is the name of this building? Scanner? Scanner. I'm curious of something. If I miss it popping up with a message thing, please say something. Okay, so here's our scanner. What's our maximum range? I mean, I know that says right there 300 meters. I don't have the other things on me, so... Well, happy 70th to Senior Neeks. Doesn't actually say how far. It says that, so I guess I could do some math here. What's 200 divided by 4? 400. So that's 50, right? That would mean if I'm doing that correctly. Oh. Each scanner upgrade increases the range by 50 meters. So we get an additional 150 meters, or 450 total, with the usual setup.
This is Life Pod 2, coordinates attached. We're way past our safe depth and bleeding O2. We'll have to swim for the surface, but it's 500 meters straight up. We'll make for the rendezvous and keep you posted. Out.
Didn't I already...
Signal location uploaded to PDF.
I did. You can put 4 ranges in, but I prefer to have a speed one. 3 range and a speed is my personal preference. Okay, so... Like, we've already been to that life pod. So I need to know is what that's gonna take. So we're gonna want table coral sample is gonna be an interesting limitation there. Then we're gonna need a way to get in. And we're going to need a way to get power. I don't actually know if a single Stoller can keep a scanner powered. Does anybody know about that? Maybe try it. That's our wish list right there, then. What? Yeah, I didn't think so. I'm pretty sure scanners pull a decent chunk of power. One more. 150 meters. Yeah, have fun with that. Jesus Christ. And then 3 copper. Starting to run out of basic resources. Yeah, okay. Yeah, I don't want to think about what 500 depth would do to you just the moment you leave the tunnel. Like, I know they've got the suits on, so they probably wouldn't be crushed like a bug. Or a raw egg. But still. Does anybody... I'm going to ask for this. Does anybody know where to get the nuclear patterns? Actually, that doesn't sound in character for Captain America. Make sure he's not a Skrull or a mind control or something. Can I help you? Thing that bit me that is now invisible. I know what you are. I know what type of thing just bit me, but where the hell are you? Okay. That's honestly kind of creepy. Alright, cool. Loading... I thought I already checked that area, Master Kush, but I'm not... Maybe I just didn't find enough pieces. What's it taste like, Ross? Thanks, Kira White Noise. Thanks. I appreciate you. Let's get rid of this, because that's just taking up space. Honestly, so's the gel sack. And the battery at this point. Make some space, make some space. I don't actually think I need the silicon. Yeah, I don't. Yeah, I was gonna say, I mean, yeah, I could believe living down there, but swimming 500 meters? Oh, speaking as someone who has swum across a lake as part of a challenge training thing at the end of a swimming course when I was a lot younger and in better shape, 500 meters makes me just shudder. Ugh. Okay, not a big lake, too. I'm not talking like Lake Tahoe. Oh, alright, okay, so... Here's what we're gonna do. Where's the Maverick? Where's the Maverick? We're gonna get stuck on the terrain. First thing, very important. Let's go ahead and scooch over here. Pineapple and marshmallow. That sounds strange. So let's put the food. Oh, it's full. Okay, get claw. Mountains, huh? Alright, okay, okay. Okay. So I need... a lot of stuff. Not really Zach Taft, but it's okay, because, like, Cap, he's got his own things going on. It's okay. We're not gonna judge him. We're not here to judge. Cap's a weirdo. We all know this. I don't have any of that, do I? I need the mesh right now. Correct, a pointy PETA. We're kind of... All of our review streams, all of them, are intended to be as close to 100% of all. We have a simple rule. Is it possible? Is it feasible? Is it reasonable? If it passes all three categories, then we'll do it. That's the simplicity of it. Jesus Christ, Kira White Noise. It's just... And yeah, we're also hitting below zero after this. I don't think we're going to beat this today. We just keep running into delays. Like, right now. Where I'm waiting for radars to happen. Just titanium. Just titanium sitting there. Don't do it, Pointy PETA. Don't do it! Give in to the sleep side. Don't be like me. I actually sleep better than usual. Doesn't need to be possible. Damn you, Lord Harrimont! This is why Balin was the superior choice. Okay, so... grab a peeper on my way in, if I could grab him. Come on. I lost him. Get back here, it's a matter of pride. Okay. Thanks, a cooked peeper. Thank you very much, Mr. Peeper, for donating your life for the cause. Nom nom nom. The what? The what? And the what? Okay, Okay, so stop scanning for titanium. I actually still need more titanium, so that's gonna be... let's just try metal salvage. We got any of that around here? Yeah, we got some metal salvage. Let's find some metal salvage. I got confused for a second because they shadow machine down there. I'm like, what's he doing? And then I noticed the 1,000 meters thing. Oh, right. Okay, that should be 4 metal, and that should be all I need. Yeah, titanium's in a rock. The only reason it even let me scan... So, funny thing about the radars, they're actually smart. They will only scan for things that exist within their scanning radius. So they know what's in their scanning radius before we even start scanning for them. So you'll notice titanium is no longer on the list because I picked up the only titanium in the area. Okay, so now we have... Oh, no, I'm still missing 1 copper. Yeah. Okay. 1 copper. What? I need a copper. Any copper. Yeah, we actually got a couple of titanium deposits down below. It's how we were able to build the lava base. I need copper, which I believe is limestone. Surely there's some limestone around here somewhere. Surely? Ah, there's one. Thought you could hide from me. Cover! And then we only needed the 1, so we're good. Okay. Let's hop in this thing. Because that's how you enter subs. Let's head to the mountains.
All systems online.
And we'll get Life Pod 2 off the thing, too, while we're here. Just to make sure the game acknowledges that we went there, even though we've already been there. God. I actually appreciate things like that. I know those are immersion breaking, but I tend to lean more towards gameplay convenience than immersion when given a choice, you know? That's just personal preference. So, let me use a random example. How many of you have played a game where you're going to loot something, and the looting animation is this like 3, 4, or 5 second thing? You go through and you check the thing and pull up the stuff, and you get the thing, and it's like, okay. Now, that's not really all that problematic in, for example, a Zelda game, where there's like 100 chests in the entire game. But then you play something like, I'm not going to name any specific games, but you could probably think of a couple where you do that looting process over and over and over, and it's just like, okay, yes, I get it. I'd like my loot, please. Yeah, Red Dead Redemption 2 was the exact game I was just thinking of in my head right now. Just, oh my god. Can I have the loot, please? No? No? Okay. But yeah, there's several examples of that. So yeah, hey, it's Life Pod 2. Oh my god, this... I mean, I shouldn't make light of this. This is kind of a nightmare scenario. Like, all right, you're down here. Have fun. Okay, I think that got rid of it. Nope, it did not. Hang on. Okay, so I'm here. What? I did it. I made it. There's no PDA because I've already been here. Can I leave now? Okay, game acknowledges I was there. Cool. Moving on. The fact that you made that is absolutely bonkers. Alright, so where are we? We want to go east from here, I believe. I pull up that map. Because this is the floating islands, and we want to be just east of the floating islands, if I am correct. Which it might not be. I haven't been over to the mountains all that often in general, because the mountains have reapers. They also have lithium and magnate. That's magnetite. Excuse me. That's where we got all our lithium early on. Was in the mountain area by using the island. It's, you know, duh. It's a little safer up there. Yeah, this looks promising. I'm not actually sure where I am, and it's dark. Of course it is. Okay, where am I? Okay, there's the mountain. Perfect. We are... Where? And I can hear a Reaper. Perfect, that's what I wanted. This is where I wanted to be in my life. Yeah, I'm just gonna sit here until the sun comes out. No, I'm not gonna do that. What I am gonna do... Hey, I can build above ground. I don't think I've ever done that. I don't think I've ever built out of water. Does it even work out here? I'm actually kind of curious. I was gonna say, maybe there's a reason I never built out here. Oh my god, it's hovering on nothing. It's just floating in the air. In case you can't see that, that's, Oh my god, Kiroi, nice. Hey, look, there's the other island. Or, no, that's not it. Yeah, it's... So, okay, yeah, alright, it's... Whatever! Let's just do it. It's, oh my god, look. It's got a staircase. Look. It's a different hatch and everything.
Emergency power only. Oxygen production.
And yeah, and a door instead of a hatch. That's interesting. Yeah, I was gonna say, that's definitely new, but... Backporting. Let's add the one thing that will definitely power this forever. It's okay. We're at 0, which means we're getting 100% efficiency on the solar panel, if I could find a place to put it. Oh, geez, I've never had this problem before. I have to... There we go. Okay. Hey!
Primary systems.
So yeah, here's the mountain island. And the mountains, which is this range around here. What do we got in the range? So we got... Reaper Leviathans, my favorite. Fragments is probably what I want to look for. Alright, let's see. How's the power? It's barely managing, so let's increase the power draw here. Because we're evil. That's wild. That's amusing that we could just... It's just... I know physics isn't really a thing in this game, but... That's sitting on sand. Like, it's actually... It's not even fully touching the sand. It's just kind of there. Alright, whatever. What do we got? What do we got? We got a couple over there, and that's it? Oh, jeez. Okay, well... We'll see if it expands a bit. Back into the safety of the water. I can hear a Reaper. I'm gonna save. No reason. No reason. Just gonna save. Let's grab the water. I don't actually know if the Reapers roam on this side of the island. I know they're on the other side. In fact, we've literally already seen Reapers on the other side of this island. I mean, I could see a physics builder, but I don't think... Hey, nuclear reactor. I don't think this is a great spot for that. Can I help you? So, one more and we can make a nuke. Nice and steady here, nothing fancy. We ain't here to harm you, Reapers. Or Bone Dragons. Bone Dragons are almost as bad, really. Especially when I'm already damaged. Yep. Hi. Yep. Okay. Let's just hurry. That's not even something I want, but I'm still gonna get it. Greed mode engaged. Oh god. We should do that, Kira White Noise. We should do that like as we're wrapping up. Cyclops engine fragment. Wow, I didn't know that could be up here. Probably quite a ways into the future. I mean, they mentioned Mongolians, and there's hints that they came from Earth. So, you know. I've been chewing... Thank you, War Sage. I've been chewing on your point, Master Koosh. I think I'm going to agree with you. I think instead of giving the game a negative for the absence of the map, I'm just not going to give a positive. Because I think that, especially if there was an option, it's always important. I think if there's an optional map, that would actually add to this game substantially. Especially if it was the kind of thing you could build as you go, like with scanning radars, right? That would be cool. That would probably... I feel like that would definitely be positive territory. But that isn't. So it isn't. I'll go ahead and adjust the document real quick lag. First I'm going to cough. Coughing is real-life RNG manipulation. Gotta seed the RNG there. Come on, one more piece, just for the hell of it, just for fun, just for fun. A lot of propulsion cannon fragments around here, I'll tell you what. I think that's another Cyclops fragment, yep. 22nd century? Wow.
Welcome aboard, Captain.
God dang it, game. You know, I'm not sure where my stasis rifle is right now. I think I know where it is. And unfortunately, if it's where I think it is, it's not accessible because it's down in the lava base. It's down in hell, actual. Is that it? I am not seeing any more wrecks around here. I think I need to go deeper. What happens if you beach the moth? Like, that would be pretty easy to do, considering how much this thing could jump out of the water. Like, can you shove it back out? Like, is that a thing? I was just saying, can you get it back out at that point? Like, that sounds like that would be a pain. Those, and... Oh, that's true. We could get a propulsion. It's bad luck to be you. I knew it! Alright, hang on. So here's a good shot at... God, this is... Look at that. That's... Try... There. Okay, so let's turn off the scanner. Hold on. Just for fun. Just for fun. Yep, there's... I've actually seen that Leviathan right there. Cool. Let's go ahead and pull these out. Hopefully we have enough space for all this. If not, we've got some storage on the moth.
Warning, emergency power only.
Yep, okay, so make some room. gonna dump some freaking titanium on the ground. Screw it. Screw it. I've got titanium. I'm not worried about it. Oh my god. There. Okay. $500 from now, someone comes by. Why is there just titanium right here? Oh. Just make like a titanium bank. That's actually not a bad idea. Sure, let's do that. Let's do that. Let's just make a titanium bank here really quick. There we go. If we ever need titanium, there's 3 titanium right there. Better than I thought it would be, Mr. Red. Better than I thought it would be. I don't know, Grand 7, truthfully spoken. Not sure. I cannot believe we haven't gotten the next message yet. As I say, remember, if you can hear the Reaper, it can see you. Wait. No, this is right, this is right. Whatever the next one is, History Maker. The Sunbeam is kind of our primary focus right now. There's the reactor fragment. There's the reactor. What does that take?
Blueprint acquired.
That's actually not that bad. I mean, that's bad, but it's not that bad. Yeah, I think we're just straight up waiting on the Sunbeam at this point. Oh! Just popped in. Just popped in. Let's do it. Let's do it. Oh, that disoriented me for just a second. So, in my mind, I was still thinking I was scanning for Reapers. So I closed my eyes for a second just to rest them, and I look up, and I see this giant sea of orange in front of me. So what do you think ran through my head the moment I saw that? That was just half a second of legitimate freak out. Yeah, I'm heading back to the main base too, and there's just orange everywhere. Oh my god! What did you do? Yeah, so if this, speaking of Reapers,
Welcome aboard.
this is actually a bug technically, but it's possible under very specific circumstances to get a Reaper to permanently house itself in the shallows, and that sucks exactly as much as it sounds like. Especially because you can do that pretty early in the game.
Playing partially translated broadcast.
Destroyed. Mode. Patrol. New targets unaccounted for. 1.
Well, we woke up. Well, so, yeah, okay. Anyways. See you around, Mr. Red. Enjoy the Quest 64 highlight reel. That's a good one.
All systems online.
Well, now to go do the thing I was just thinking about doing, as we're wait for our next call. That's right, when we leave, we're gonna get Spectre status. Okay, real talk, that would be a hell of a badass way to establish like the new Mass Effect game. Who are you? I survived Subnautica. Oh my god! Was that a robot? Yes, is the answer to that question. It's a little more complicated than that, but that is a robot, yes. Yeah, the warpers, I believe people have reverse engineered exactly who got killed by what. But we know the Reapers sought out at least some of the other survivors and either killed them directly or reported that they were dead. So, this is the death zone. Like, it's actually the very, very edge of the death zone. Yes, I'll take that. Well, I'll give you 2 guesses, Mikes. I can already hear them. God, I hate being over here so much. Already hear them. Okay. So. Let's do this. Let's do this. The support struts, again, just... Put this as high up as we can. The name of this base is the best idea ever base.
Welcome aboard, power restored.
Let's get those range upgrades, no reason.
Primary systems online.
Hey, we could scan for Reapers. Oh, there's not even any Reapers here. Oh, we're fine. We're fine. Oh, okay, there's one. Right, there's one Reaper. One Reaper. We're fine. That is actually pretty close. That is right freaking there. It's okay, though. There's just the one Reaper.
Emergency power.
Real talk? Was not expecting that. I was expecting to I was just going to be silly. I was just going to set up the radar and see how many Reapers we could ping. And then I see that Reaper, and so you can tell how far away something is by how it's moving in the HUD. And if it's moving smoothly, it's practically right next to you. It's in render radius. So that's why I was like, oh wow, he's right there, because it was in render radius and it was moving smoothly. And I was like, wow, that's... And it was so dark, I literally couldn't see him on approach until he was right there. I can't believe he didn't see me. Just went straight for the sea moth. Holy crap. You see, we got a ping there, so we're gonna go do that now. Yeah, that's the death zone. That's the death zone. We were on the outermost edge of the death zone. Hadn't even actually entered the death zone proper yet. Set up one scanner thing just to show off how many Reapers are, and a Reaper roamed over and freaking destroyed our craft and would have killed us. In fact, I'm gonna count that as a death. No, Reapers don't respawn. Yeah, I actually think Kira White Noise is correct. I think because of there's a weird line of sight thing, I think that we were effectively invisible to it, but the sea moth super wasn't. Okay, well, now that I've showed off the death zone, I did want to show that off at least once in this review, so here we go. We absolutely can defeat the Reapers conventionally. It takes a minute. Let's go have a settle. Hopefully we've cured our insomnia, and we'll never sleep again after that incident. Terrain here for a second. Don't mind me. I think you're right, Blue Hero. I think it saw the sea moth and not us, and just roamed over. I didn't even have the sea moth's lights on. Although, funny thing, lighting does matter in the game. Some creatures will specifically be drawn to light, and some will be drawn to sound. Reapers are drawn to sound. Some are drawn to metal, too. See you around, War Sage. Have a good one. Remember, the Reapers can see you. There we go. Yeah, when it made the roar, it was like... Yeah, the worst part is I still kind of want to go into the death zone later, but we're going to wait on that, because that's probably going to be something we do, like, after we've built the rocket. I'm going to save, and then go show off something. And then we're going to reload, and then we're going to beat the game. Probably Chemic? Like, I don't really know what kind of military they have, because I haven't played Natural Selection 2, so I'm not sure where that goes. You know, that's a good point, Retu. It's possible that the scanner room attracted the Reaper. We know they have a functional range, gameplay-wise, a gameplay range, because the Dune base, right over there, the Dune outpost, can scan a Reaper and not attract it. Yeah, that's what I'm going to do, Kira White Noise. I'm in a weird position. Well, we do have the ability to make a nuclear power plant. What's that take? Plasteel, advanced wiring, and lead. I think we have a plasteel here. We do. So there's the plasteel. Really, Ninja Michael? I recommend it. It's a good game. I mean, the score on the screen probably gets across the perspective, but I stand by it. Okay, so I need... I've already forgot. I should probably just mark the damn thing. Whatever. Yeah, if water bothers you... This game. Advanced wiring and 2 lead. That's it. That's advanced wiring. So advanced wiring is... Reactor rod. Ooh, that takes a bit. Advanced wiring takes wiring, so 2 gold and 2 silver minimum. I'll make that first. 2 silver and a coral. Since we're waiting anyways. Man, I would not want to live like that, Ninja Michael. Imagine going to movies and being like, oh, it's a dumb movie. Then you play a video game. You read a book. You're driving a car. Everyone in the rest of the car is going, ah! And you're just like, ah. I do kind of wish there was an inventory upgrade, like a backpack, you know? I know there are solutions for inventory in this game, but it would be nice just to have something to make this bigger right here. In fact, is there a mod for that? Not that I'm going to do it, I'm just honestly curious. I kind of think there would be. Like, I mean, Oblivion had the freaking bag of holding mod. Oh, okay, okay. My fine. You could stay awake during the ride, I guess. Well, no, the whole point is to have it on you, Crazy Norse. Like, you can have a lot of storage on the vehicles. I haven't been showing this off, but you know how I put one storage module on the vehicles? I can put however many on there I want to. That's actually something I need. Boop. Oh, I lost it. Where'd it go? Where'd it go? There it is. I'll eat a food while we're here. Yeah, the prawn fully stacked out with storage can store a ridiculous amount of stuff. And obviously you can store a huge amount of storage on Cyclops, too. Neither of those help me right now. Which is sort of my overall point.
Welcome aboard, Captain.
Just double checking. In case I missed it. Let's just make some room here really quick. Okay, 2 silver. Also needs a bunch of other stuff. I don't even know what we only need. I'm glad this one thermal thing has actually turned out really well for this base. Go bigger. Whoops. Okay, wiring kit. I also need a computer chip, which means I need a coral sample. Always need coral samples. Jeez Louise. Never get away from the coral. Damn it, Kira. Okay, one more gold. I actually heard people talking about a mod for this game. I don't know if they ever made it. And the idea of the mod is very simple. Instead of making it so that each creature keeps to their predefined pathing areas, each creeper can just roam wherever. Oops. Whatever. So just everything can roam wherever the hell it wants to. Yeah, exactly. Sounds fun. Probably not the word I'd use, if I'm being honest. I might try to scan the dragon. I did leave my stasis gun down below, so... okay, so I need... wiring the lead and the plasteel. Okay. There. Okay, so now I need a lead, a titanium, and a glass. Quartz again. I think I'm out of quartz again. Oh, I was out of quartz. It's okay. I've got some on me. You know, I don't actually know, Blue Hero. There is a nuclear reactor. Right there. We could probably make more. Let's make more. Let's make more. Let's get a little more titanium. A little more quartz. I need 2 quartz and another lead. We got lead. Actually, you know what? Let's just search for quartz. Let's make this easy. We have the scanner. We might as well use the damn thing. Boop. Yeah, see? It would probably be really complicated to program proper AI for most of the creatures in this game. But also be really badass. Imagine you're roaming around in, say, the dunes, right? You're just doing your thing. And then you just see a fireball erupt in front of you. And you're like, what the hell? And you back off and you see a dragon rising up to claim a reaper. Nice, nice. Oh, here, I must well grab a couple more. Could always use more resources since I keep needing them. Just doing anything. According to the log, which I may or may not be able to scan, the dragons very occasionally roam to the surface to hunt their chosen prey. Reapers. How would you see those without the scanner? Jesus. Think about it, the Reapers are solid muscle. That's a lot of protein. Yeah, and the Reaper just kind of boils to death down in the zone where it can't survive. And you know who the biggest fish is here, Mike? We're the biggest fish. Make one more plutonium rod. Unmark that. There we go. I mean, imagine a fish that's like nothing but protein. Is there such a thing in real life? That's actually a valid question. Oh, oh, oh! Okay, we'll get to that in just a sec, Hang on, let me start my inventory briefly. So we might be about to start a timer here. I don't think I need the lithium either. Oh, whoops, that's full. There we go. Okay, what's up? Give me the time.
This is Sunbeam. You know Aurora. We're from a little transgov on the far side of Andromeda, and we have a saying there. There's no bad without the good, no good without the bad. Sounds like you tasted a bunch of the former, but that only means you're overdue a whole lot of the latter. Might just be we're it. We're scanning for somewhere to park. We'll be in touch when we find it. Sunbeam out.
Yep. We actually, Zeiss, you see that thing that's down 1,000 meters? Or that base that's down 1,200 meters? We already have a base in the lava bed in Hell. Call it Hell Actual. So, let's reconnoiter a few things. So we need 9 titanium. No, look, they're going to die horribly. 7, 8, 9. And then 3 copper, 1 gold. I don't think I have any of that. Oh, I do have the gold. Don't have the copper, and of course I'm gonna need the other thing. Right, so copper. No, it's actually really cool of them. I'm really happy that they're coming. It's a positive thing, right? These people are doing a really positive, kind act of joy and happiness, and it is possible to save them, which we're not doing that, obviously. frankly, we're way too late to do that already. We missed our run there. No kidding, Crazy Norse. I mean, the only reason we're after the Degassi is to buy political brownie points with another corporation. Or another nation. Oh yeah, they've been stuck there for 10 years? Not our problem. Oh, you want to... yeah, sure. We'll go help. Sure, why not? Yeah, they call them transgovs. That's not my word. They actually call them that in universe. Okay. Well, while we wait, let's go get back in the Maverick over here. It's looking a little bit less eaten by Reapers than it was the last time I saw it. Whoops, that's not what I wanted to interact with. Let's try it again. There we go.
All systems online.
Yep, too early. Too early. Ooh. Man. I mean, Spacer's Choice. You know what? We're gonna actually stop that discussion right there. So where am I? Where am I? Okay. I don't like doing this at night. Whatever. Oh my god, Braquin! I mean, Altera's thing, like, you notice that... Ooh, that's a nice thermal spot. Look at that. Look at that. You notice that, in addition to all the other life pods failing, our life pod failed too. It just failed in a way that happened to be beneficial to us. Coincidentally. Hell, look what happens when we leave the planet. Spoilers. I mean, replicators and 3D printers are what I'd call on the same tech tree. So I get your distinction, but... Oh, yeah, it's getting dark. It's getting dark. Now see, if a Reaper jumps out and eats me right now, I'm gonna freaking lose it. I'm not gonna, because there's no Reapers down here. But god, that would get to me. Right? There's no Reapers down here. Oh god, I'm gonna die. I die. Where am I? This is not where I thought I was. And it's too dark to see, which is not helping. There shouldn't be dragon or bone sharks around here. Where am I? I'll add a map. Wait. Okay, this is more familiar. That's a ghost Leviathan. Hey, that's cute. Okay, you know what? This is a good spot. This is a good spot. We'll do it right here. We'll do it right here. There's a warper right there. We're gonna do it somewhere else. We're gonna do it somewhere else. We're gonna go over here. Yep. Nope. Don't mind me, officer. so we could probably go down a bit. Let's go down closer to the death. Great idea. Oh, this actually looks like a decent spot, like for real. Let's do it right there. So we'll set up the scanner room. There we go. It's amazing that so many of the buildings we build are as functional as they are, given, you know, everything. Okay, so then I need a hatch. Actually, you know what? You know what I could do? I could be extremely... I could be slightly more ambitious here than I was already going to be. Ironically, what I need for that to happen is more titanium. All I have is salt. Isn't that appropriate? Which doesn't actually help me that much right now. What is gold? Hello. Huh? Huh? You want some? Okay. Let's just get a scan on you. Nice and peaceful like. I ain't here to kill you, unless you bug me in any way, shape, or form. In which case I'll kill you instantly and without hesitation. Hi, grab guard. Quartz. Didn't want that. Let's try this over here. Let's dump that. Useless right now. It's 2. A lot of salt over here. A lot of metal salvage, which is a shame because it'd be helpful if I could process it. Has there been a message? Has anyone seen one yet? I haven't. But that might actually be enough. That is enough. That's enough. Okay. I think that's enough. That should definitely be enough. Yes. Mind me. Nothing to see here. Nothing to see. Everything's fine. There's no ghost Leviathan in front of me. That I can see. Well, that is my goal. Lord knows We could use more mental health improvement in life, so I'll take that as a win. But as a reminder, Mr. Nuclear, you can put that towards up to 3 other things if you'd like to. We're of course not required to.
Power only. Oxygen production offline.
But you can. So, nuclear power for the nuclear man.
Exercise caution when handling radioactive materials. Exposure risks corrupting your PDA's recording of the circumstances of your death.
Thanks.
All primary online.
So, what can we scan from here? Ghost Leviathan. That's not far from here. That's right friggin' there. Jesus. Okay, Mr. Nuclear. As a reminder, that doesn't... it doesn't work the way you're probably thinking, but that's okay. That's okay. You don't have to. It is optional. Thank you for the sub. Damn it, Hudor, shut up. You missed it earlier. You missed it, because apparently that Reaper did not like my scanner bay. And even... What's funny is I immediately left the scanner bay. If I hadn't, I probably would have. Yeah. Okay, he's still hanging out over there, and there's just the one. I think we're okay. We got an interesting spot here. What else can we find over here while we're waiting? We got fragments, we got limestones. There's reefbacks over here, uranites, wrecks. There's still patterns we don't have, like the grapple. We never actually found the grapple for the prawn. I do kind of wish you could scan for 2 things at once in one area. You're probably thinking, what would you want to scan for, Laura? I mean, a lot of things, but really, I just want to always have one thing scanning for the Leviathans. Just always have that active, you know? Game. No, stop being dumb.
Welcome aboard.
I've heard of it, but I've never played it, Uthor. I swear to God, if that is a nuclear react... No, it's thermal. Oh, that's funny. Yeah, there you go, Blade Travel. Scan for one life form and one resource at a time. Just keep an eye on the big boys. There's a bunch of fragments up there. One down. Moon pool. Way over here? Oh my god, Zeiss, that sounds horrifying. Zeiss, I know. Now give me gold or I'll bandage you at the bottom of the ocean. No, please, Zeiss, anything but that. I'm sorry. I take it all back. There's a lot of wrecks over here. I'm not sure how many of them I care about. Does anybody know where we could find the grapple recipe? Pattern, blueprint, pieces? Hi. Go away. Yeah, I would say desert overall, but I think that's at least partially because I really like the idea of desert Nautica. Like, the more that we talked about that, the more I got intrigued by the idea. That would hopefully help you keep warm, but I'm not sure if it's going to be here in time, Anditty. Still, thank you for being a part of the show. I will put that towards Breath of Fire 1 and 3. I mean, if you remember, Space Nautica was literally the first game I posited years ago, the first time I streamed this game. Cyclops parts, too. Still no grappler parts. Well, fragments are neat, but we might have actually run into the limit of what we can get with fragments. Let's try one other thing, and if we don't actually get a radar thing in a moment, then we will move back home. So I'm mostly just burning time for the Sunbeam to show up. If I haven't missed it. Any wreck, jeez. Yeah, okay. Well, thank you, Ross, for the gift. As always. I will immediately spend that on Subway. I'm lying. I wouldn't do that. Not when I got chili in the fridge. Yeah, I've heard several people talk about Breath Edge. I don't know what it is or anything about it whatsoever. But it's a thing. Alright, so wreck. How many wrecks are nearby? We're going towards Breath of Fire 1 and 3. Because screw 2. And Ruby, Stream of Nations, and Firewatch. A lot of wreck. Let's see what we find. Just to make sure we don't miss it. Just to make sure we don't miss it. I've never even heard of Oxenfree. I'm not into ollies myself, so that's probably partially why. I feel like I've explored this. So one thing I don't like about the scanner, if you scan for pieces and you pick up the piece, then it goes away because you've picked it up. If you scan for wrecks, nothing tells you if you've been to that wreck before, other than the fact that you walk up and see that you've clearly already been to this wreck. I wish there was some way to clear a wreck, right? A very minor complaint, admittedly, but because you're not really supposed to 100% this game. But it would be a nice little quality of life feature. Well, that'd be another thing, Mike's SDK. Imagine if, once you got everything that's in the loot table of a particular wreck, it's just the life pod, then you, then it clears. So you know, if you have the scanner up and the scanner going, you haven't actually cleared it until the beeping goes away. And it's like, okay, yeah, we've now gotten everything. Then Reaper spawns on your face and then you die. Anyways, so. This has been a rather unprofitable venture. But we got to show off some cool stuff, so that's something. Let's pack it up. Dump all this crud in here. Just all of it. Just all of it. I have a stasis rifle about 1.5 kilometers below me in Hell Actual. Don't think that really counts. Pull that out.
Warning, emergency tower only.
Yeah, I'm gonna head back to the main base here. Double check the... I keep calling it the radar. Double check the comms. And then, yeah, peace out. See, where I come from, we clean up after ourselves. What, Blue Hero? I mean, a replicator, as described in Star Trek, is much more broken than this thing. It's one of the reasons why the replicators were one of the first things we changed in Star Trek. Right behind the transporters. Talk about broken technology. Yeah, we can just beam you from here to here. How far? You know, about 10,000 miles. What? Actually, I think I'm lowballing it. It's hard to nail down exact distance they can beam. But we know it's quite a ways. We know that thanks to some background dialogue, you can beam from Earth to the moon. So whatever the hell that distance is. Now, granted, that... Oh, Jesus Christ. That static, you know, base-level transporter is not something on a ship, but still. About 250,000 miles. Which I suppose doesn't sound like a long distance, but it super freaking is. For something that could just beam, done. Especially with the level of precision that transporters have to have. Medical transporters are great. I was actually thinking recently. I know I've said this so many times. But you know how nice it would be, even if you had to pay, even if I had to plunk several $1,000s out of pocket. No care white noise. No. Even if we had to plunk down several $1,000s out of pocket for the privilege, I would love to be able to walk up to the doctor and say, hey, what's wrong with me and how do I fix it? Okay. Like, there have been times in my life, yeah, where I have considered, I basically decided not to go to the doctor for something, because ignoring the obvious financial difficulties in doing so, there's actually a better than decent chance they will not be able to figure out what's wrong with me. Or worse, they will misdiagnose me. That's a thing that happens too. Yeah, beaming from Earth to Kronos is bonkers on so many levels, it's actually hard to properly explain. That's the kind of thing that the Iconians could do. And it was considered so OP that they're considered one of the most technologically advanced races in the entire setting. And they could do that. Yeah, there's a reason why when we were considering species that are at the high table in the Trek rewrite, the first two we thought of were the Q and the Iconians. In fact, we're actually only up to 3. The Elorians are the 3rd. Let's see. So if let's see. Hang on. So we've got Star Trek 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And then Into Darkness. So where would I put Into Darkness on that list? So it's worse than 6 and 2, obviously. Worse than 4, worse than 8. It is worse than Beyond. So that's putting it at the number 6 slot at this point. I would say it's worse than 1. I know that's going to get some hackles, but I would say it's worse than 1. I think it's as far down as I might go, though. Yeah. Okay. Food. Why are doctors so terrible in America? That's a more complex question than it sounds like. What you actually have, you know how I talk about in game design, how it's not just there's X that's wrong, or good for that matter, but it's actually a whole bunch of conjoining mechanisms and how they all interplay and work alongside each other. Similar problem. There are many, many things all coinciding that cause that to be a thing here in the States. And I know it's not exclusive to the States, too, while we're on the subject. Body shut up for a minute. God, those charge fast. Not that I'm complaining. I'm running out of things to do while I wait for these to happen. I really don't want to get into it, but I will say that part of the reason that... So we... Think of it like a factory. Think of it like you're playing Factorio. Oh, shoot! I don't have enough piercing ammo for this one particular belt. Well, why don't you have enough piercing belt? Well, you go back and you reverse engineer it, but the problem you see... Oh, well, I'm having issues with maintaining my copper line. Why am I having issues with my copper line? Oh, well, it's because of this other thing, and so forth and so on. A lot of doctors, even good doctors here in the States, are crammed. So overbooked that it's silly. How many of you who've lived in the States have ever been like, hey, I need to get to a doctor. Okay, let's get you an appointment in about 3 months. They are mega booked. In fact, 3 months is kind of quick, if we're being completely honest. So, but is it because of the fault of the doctors? Well, not necessarily. Is it just a fault of the fact that there's not enough doctors? That's part of it. But then you have to think about what's required in order to get to the point of being a doctor. You have to think about the level of infrastructure a single doctor actually requires. Like, one doctor by themselves can only do so much. They need staff. They need trained staff. They need supplies. They need permits. They need capital to get things going, etc., etc. And it's probably worth noting, there's a side of doctors that most people don't see. That's the accounting side. I know what you're thinking, rawr, and by all means, rawr, because, let's be honest, most doctors are probably overpaid. But that's not what I'm talking about. What I mean is, every doctor's office has to navigate the minefield that is the insurance industry in order to make sure which insurance plans they accept and which they don't, and to set up those contracts in advance to make sure they get paid at all. And that's just like 3 things of at least a dozen that you have to do just to be in a position to take in patients and look at them. One of the biggest problems I've found, yeah, if your doctor doesn't have a good secretary, and I mean a good secretary, I've talked about this before. A lot of people think a secretary job is like a menial job. Those people are stupid. A good secretary is invaluable. You need someone who can juggle those schedules, who can manage all of the day-to-day bureaucracy and paperwork that goes into managing something like that, and it's a lot. And that's just for one person doing a private practice. I'm not even talking about hospitals, which is a whole other thing. Jesus Christ, Don. That's... And there's other layers to this, too. Like, several other layers to this, which I'm not going to get... Like I said, I don't want to get into it. But it's one of the reasons... Sorry, I was in the middle of the sentence. It's one of the reasons why mental health care is its own problem. Because mental health needs to be treated like health. I know, shocking, but what I mean by that is everything I just said to get one private practitioner going also has to be done for a mental health practitioner. Same problem. All the same infrastructure, bureaucratic, economic, literal, tangible, logistical issues that exist there all would exist in exactly the same way for mental health. It's one of the reasons why psychiatrists are absolutely overloaded right now. Which, in addition to the obvious problem of, you know, walking up to someplace saying, hey, I'm suicidal, and being told, come back in a month. Real story. But there's also the related problems of just sitting on it for X amount of time, hoping for the eventual availability. And when you finally get there, when you finally actually reach them, they're in a hurry because there's a 3-month line of people behind you now. Where is my freaking message? Come on! Is there something I could do to prompt this stupid radio message? Like, I have been to the reef and back, built a base in the reef, explored in the reef, and then come back from the reef. I still have not gotten my next message. What the crap am I waiting on? I can't. I just tried to sleep. It wouldn't let me. I can just... Clearly, what it was waiting on was me whining about it.
Aurora, we're approaching the planet now. We have a
There you
landing
go.
site for you that's... Well, it's better than the alternatives. We've sent you the coordinates. It'll take us a couple of days to align our orbit. Should be able to establish direct contact with you during that time. Then we're coming in to get you. Cross your fingers, the weather holds. Don't leave us waiting. Sunbeam out.
You got it, Sunbeam. Now, I want to test something, because I've never done this, I don't think. Ooh, that's taking a minute. There we go. Alright. Nothing to worry about now. Oh, come on. Come on. Let me sleep. Okay, fine. Just gonna wear myself out here. This is me being excited. I'm gonna be rescued! I'm gonna be rescued. I get to stop living on this giant palatial dwelling of my own. Oh my god. This is why it's so empty. This is my exercise room. This is where I go to pace. Gotta keep off the carbs. Gotta keep off the carbs. Ah. Yes. You can go back to your job as a low-level manager of janitors. Or you can stay here. Oh, that's a good point. Pillars of snow. Never mind. I actually love the idea of adding weather to a game like this, even though that would be kind of terrifying. Well, right now we're waiting 37 minutes, and I don't want to actually wait here 37 minutes, so I'm kind of hoping that I can speed that up a little bit. Why would I need other people, Lord Harriman? I've got all the voices in my head I stream to every day. You'll never let me be alone, will you? Oh my god. Well, I'm gonna save anyways. And I'm just gonna do this until it works. Pretend I'm playing... Oh god, what's that Diablo clone? Yeah, imagine being right here and watching a hurricane pass. That would... Ooh. I don't do swearing, no, Morganites, guys. Damn it. No, not Path of Exile. It's older than that. Torchlight, thank you, Torchlight. I was about to say, the first game was okay, but middling. The second game was amazing, and then, you know, fell off hard in the outro. The third game is garbage. Yeah, I'm heading to hell, actual. Why? There's a hurricane. Oh. Or imagine a water spout in this scenario. Jesus, Uthor. I've actually never experienced a storm on the ocean. I have in an airplane, more than once. And I know it's safe, I understand intellectually. But it's kind of wild being in a thunderstorm, seeing lightning in a plane. Sorry, you actually mentioned that earlier, Lord Harriman. I forgot to respond to it. So, the fact that there's 700,000 bandits in Skyrim, and Oblivion for that matter, doesn't actually bother me all that much. Because in both Oblivion's era and Skyrim's era, it actually makes sense that there's a lot... Oh, hey. 471 times I tried to get to sleep, just like in real life. It doesn't bother me that much because from a real life... I know that's a bad way to use it, but from a living perspective, you don't really encounter that many bandits. I know that there's some MMO scale stuff going on, but for me, encountering like 50 bandits or whatever isn't a large number when considering the population of what's supposed to be in those areas. Especially since during Skyrim, yeah, you just get a bed, Evo. And then you can't sleep for 471 clicks. Especially given that in Skyrim, they've just come out of a civil war and are technically in the middle of another civil war, which, let's be honest, that's bandit season. I'm trying to pass times out. I don't really have anything to do for the next 28 minutes. I guess I can just take a nap in real life. I hear sleeping streams are all the rage. Ugh, there we go. Yep. Where is it? Hang on. I've got this. Pretend I'm playing Red Dead Redemption for a second. If I can grab my hat, there we go. Yep. I don't actually snore, because snoring hurts my throat. So I don't do that much. This is actually a legitimately nice hat. This is a real leather hat. Properly treated. Got a good smell to it, too. And I know that sounds like a weird thing, but if you've smelled the difference between good leather and not good leather, you know the difference. I suppose I could start transferring resources down below, but at the same time, I could beat Mega Man 2 in 27 minutes. At the same time, I want most of my resources up top, because the thing I'm going to need a lot of resources for is going to be up top, isn't it? Actually, maybe it's not. Where do we build the enzymes? Like, do we have to build the enzymes down below? Or can we do it in any fabricator? I actually don't remember. Because that's an important thing to think about, and that's something we could be setting up for right now. So does my sister, Morganite. By the way, hi Evo. Okay, so any fabricator. So we're good to go on that. I suppose we can look up what the enzymes are going to take. We can cheat. I like cheating. Start getting some of these resources ready to go. Okay, so we need a lot of stuff for this crap. I've got 3 moon pools right now, so 2 up here and 1 way down there in Hell Actual. Now let's pop inside so we don't drown.
Welcome aboard, Captain.
Oh, what's the reason? Okay, so we need a fungal sample, a ghost weed seed, a sea crown seed, a bulb bush sample, and an eyes plant seed. I don't know where any of that is. Wouldn't you, Evo? No, I'm dead serious. Wouldn't you actually stay in your suit in a place like this? Where at a moment's notice it could be like, sploosh. Yeah, we have like 5 bases, I think, at this point, and I actually literally have the resources to build another base on me. Oh, maybe I don't. Hang on. Nope, I do. In fact, I've got the resources for a nuclear power plant on me. Ah, right, Zeiss. Well, that sucks. In that case, so we can't get the enzyme stuff. Let's look at, you know what? There is something we can work on right now. There actually is. What does this take? So that's going to take... Let's just mark that. I can't see it under the timer. Oh, that's funny. That's how you could tell something was backported and not part of the original HUD design. Okay, so we need 2 ingots, a chip, and 4 lead. Someone write that down, please. 2 ingots, a chip, and 4 lead. It is currently pinned, Zeiss, right now. Can't you tell? Okay, so let's dump off our base really quick here. We're gonna start working on this. So I need 2 ingots. Chip. Chip's gonna be the irritating part, so let's work on that first. I think it shouldn't be too hard. Yeah, apparently, size. Okay, so chip. That's just 2 copper, gold, and 2 table. I'm not sure if I have any copper, but I'm pretty sure I have some gold. Yep, there's the gold. And I'm gonna need 2 table and 2 copper. Well, that copper's reserved. I mean, the backport's overall a good thing. In fact, I would say this is the first bug I've seen in the backport patch, right there. And it only happens when the Sunbeam's showing up, so that's a pretty minor bug. Right. I need, on the off chance... Yeah, I didn't think so. Limestone. And I'll work on the rest. Anything? Oh, there's some. Was it 2 copper, I think? Yeah, that sounds right, because 2 copper for 1 wiring, and 1 wiring is for 1 chip, so that sounds right. 49 minutes and some odd seconds, S.A. Ross. That is, of course, saving the animals, which adds on about 30 seconds to that. Oh, so my lockers are weirdly organized, Evo, but I'm not spending as much time as I normally would organizing them because I'm ignoring you. Do I have the lead? I'm pretty sure I have the lead. That's lithium, not lead. Make that lead, but that means the other lead's going to be over here. Like, there is actually an order to this, but it's not properly organized because I've been in a hurry the entire game. Okay, so that's lead. That's chip. Oh, God, crazy horse. It was 2 ingots, wasn't it? That's going to be a pain. Let's head over here. So yeah, let's grab the loose titanium that I dropped earlier. Make that happen. Where'd you go? Where'd you go? Should be, like, right here-ish. That looks like that fell through the world. That's because it did. Okay, that's cool. That's a thing that can happen, because we were quite a ways away at the reef earlier. Next. Yeah. Very physicsy. So let's try to find any metal salvage. That should be easy. We'll need like 5 of these. Jeez, I don't know if I have room for that. Whatever. What do we got? What do we got? What do we got? Trust me, Zeiss. I know what you mean. Evo's organizational method is the most terrifying thing I've ever seen. She doesn't even standardize her file names for her images. Her beautiful, amazing images. Okay, did that one fall too? No, it did not. It's over here. No, I guess that one did fall. Okay, that's cool. Oh, alright, whatever. I mean, that's probably true, Evo. I honestly wouldn't know because I have to rename everything. Yoink. Hi. Wait, I have room, right? Yeah, I do. We're good. Because, first of all, I need to be in a structure which I can actually use, Evo. And second, because I need them to be organized in a certain way when I'm editing. Like, I don't know if you've even noticed, you've sent me some JPEGs and some PNGs. So, by itself, I had to actually format a few. And I'll never forgive you for this extreme breach protocol. Yeah. It doesn't really matter, Evo. I renamed them anyways, so it's not a big deal. The same with renaming all the file names I get for audio samples, because people send those in... Like, there's zero standardization to how people send in file names. Oh, I forgot the lead. Gosh, I sure wish I could have seen that thing so I could have told that I needed more lead. Whatever, not like I'm in a hurry. I got 18 minutes to burn here. I could still do Mega Man 2 8 bosses in that time. 2 more lead. Oh, nope. We're already at the second Sunbeam lead here. Oh, I might be out of lead. Nope, I'm good. Gotta run, gotta run, gotta run! Yeah. Mega Man X1 depends on what kind of category I'm going for, but I believe I had the all bosses 100% run down to 30-something. But last time we built this way over in the shallows. I guess technically we're like right on the edge of the shallows, but whatever. Never, Evo. I'd rather die. I'd rather send you pictures of cheesecake. Oh, I did. Never mind. I already sent it to you. Yes, it was very tasty, except for the strawberries. Cold. Yes, plates are full. I didn't even know it was a thing you could do. Alright, so for that we're going to need plasteel, lubricant, and copper wire. Can I... No, I cannot. Got it. So plasteel, copper. So 2 copper, 1 thing, and 1 plasteel. I couldn't tell, Evo. They were too cold, and I didn't have time to eat them properly. What is that? Is that an egg? That's an egg. Okay. There's the lube. It was just 1 plasteel, I think, so we only need 3 of these. So let's go grab 3 of these. Let's say thank you very much to Lucas Murad. Always appreciate those subs, thank you. And if you want to put that towards up to 3 things, please let me know. I'm gonna need an aerogel, I think. I don't know what I need for that. Do I need a lithium? In fact, I think I need 2 lithium, but I think I have lithium. If I don't, I got 15 minutes to go get more lithium. And I need 2 copper.
Welcome aboard, Captain.
Fluid intake.
Shut up. It is 2. I was right. Oh, we've got a plasteel. Whatever. Might as well finish making another one. Why not? Hot mom. Listen, I was raised by television like a proper adult. That's actually not true. I didn't watch a lot of TV growing up. Not really. Okay, so that's... let's go ahead and make this. And then I need 2 copper. Well, I feel you on that, Lucas. This game, I enjoy the hell out of this game, but this game really gets to me, as Evo is fond of making fun of me for. So I don't blame you at all. I will put that towards Batman Arkham City. You give me just 1 moment. Lucas, alright, I need to... I hope to see you on the VOD, especially when we go to the really dark and terrifying places. Which at this point, we've kind of been to all the dark and terrifying places. In fact, earlier today, we went to the Death Zone. It was worse than I remembered. Not a joke. Not joking. It was actually worse than than just, oh my god. Oh, it was bad. It's going in the highlight reel. Trust me. Oh. Yeah, we're probably only going to the Death Zone 1 more time ever. In any playthrough ever. And it's literally just to show off what happens when the Evo starts to self-destruct and blow up around you. Just trust me, there's no better place to do that than the dead zone. Like, we'll just go out there, turn the engines up to full, and they will hear us coming. Hey, Radisvik. There we go, 2 copper. Oh, could someone do me a favor? Look up where we get the, maybe we already have it. Let me double check. But I need to know where we get the pattern for the sonar on board the... Oh my god, I can't think of... The Cyclops sonar. I'm going the wrong way. I have hundreds of thousands, billions... Ventures, billions of WoW mounts. I don't really think I have a favorite, so much as I have many favorites per character. What I like to do is I like to pick 1 or 2, sometimes a ground and an air per character, and then that becomes their mount. And that's how I tend to do it. I will say... Found in Rex. Oh my god. No joy on that, just Rex. Thanks, game. Thanks, Ice. Oop. Oh, okay, that's some actual specific areas. Grand Reef Rex, we were actually just there. Blood Kelp. Try that. Whatever. The Amani Bear Mount, the original 4-chest Bear Mount, which I have, is one of my favorite mounts. I also am really fond of the Iron Proto-Drake. That's from doing 25-man achievements in Old War. And I really love both the 10-man and the 20-man Frost Drake from Ice Crown Citadel. There's others I like, too, don't mistake me. Okay, so now we got 10 minutes. Plasteel, which we have. 3 nickel, 2 aerogel. So the only thing I don't think we have for that right now is the wiring kit, which I believe is 2 silver. Let's go double check, because I'm gonna go ahead and... There we go. There's the plasteel. Let's see. That's no, we can't touch any of that. Right. So we actually do need to make plasteel happen again, which means we might actually be out of lithium for this. Nope, we have just enough lithium yet. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. There's our plasteel. Like, there's a lot of mounts I use, because I have a lot of characters. I plan to show off even more when we do the WoW review, because we're going to be bouncing around to characters a lot for the WoW review. So that'll be fun when we get there. Okay, so what did I just say? I've got the plasteel, I've got the aerogel. I need a kit, which is 2 silver, which I don't have, so let's make some silver happen really quick. See, we're being efficient, we're doing something worthwhile while we wait for this gentleman. Let's top a save just in case, because I don't remember how long it takes to get over the mountain, but I think it's only like 2 minutes, so we should have plenty of time. Put it at the very end of the list, Evo, because I still need to give you the mock-up of what I want it to look like, because there is actually something relatively specific I want it to look like. But other than that, yes, please. I don't have the Violet Proto-Drake. I don't think you can get that one anymore, question mark? Or is that the dungeon one, in which case, ignore me. Okay. I actually never really liked the Nether Drakes. I got them because they were fast mounts, because that's how that worked back in the day. Back in the day, you didn't have a mount speed skill, you had a mount that was a certain speed. And obviously, I wanted to be fast. Though I died to those jackasses. Any questions? Oh, the holiday one. Never mind, I absolutely have that one. I've had that one for years. course, right now, the mount I rock the most is the Wyvern one. Probably thinking, which Wyvern one? In which case, you have not played Dragonflight. Bronze. Oh, the Cloud Serpents were cool, yeah. Pandaria was just the best expansion for so many reasons. It's not actually the best, that would be Legion, but Pandaria is really high up there, too. And a lot of the why is how you got flying in Pandaria. It was a rep chain, but it's honestly probably one of the best designed rep chains in the entire game. Short, quick, unique, fun, and of course, lucrative. Keep hitting the wrong button. That's back in the cave. I was just in there. Seriously, just in there. Yeah, it takes a lot of power, though, so I try to only pop it in to, like, get a glance at where I am periodically. I also mostly know where I am, just... Ugh. Oh, I can't get through those. Oh, that sucks. Okay. A little thing here. There we go, there we go. There we go. Silver. 2 silver. We're done. Let's go. Let's go. Not that way. Oh god, where am I? Hey, Shinizaga. We're not done with Hell. We're kind of on the pause break before Hell. That is honestly quite impressive, my kimono. I haven't really gotten to dig my teeth into crafting, but so far I'm going to go ahead and say that I like it. Like, the fact that you can level while crafting by itself is actually something I'm in favor of. We should still have time. We should still have time. Let's go ahead and make our wiring. Go ahead and pop into the Maverick this time, because we're going to be heading off pretty much right after we start this.
All systems are...
I just picture someone walking in. Why are you building the rocket if your escape is about to be here? No reason. Everything's fine. Everything's fine. Nothing to worry about. This thing's big, isn't it? Look at this thing. Build, please. I need 1 more aerogel and 3 nickel. Okay. I have all that.
Welcome aboard, Captain.
Yeah, I'm making a place for them to land, obviously. Whoops, wrong one, wrong one. 1, 2, 3. Or was it 4? I don't remember. Whatever, we'll just grab another one. Just in case, because I don't remember. And another aerogel. Boop. This is my planet now, Sunbeam. There we go. You'll see, Evo. You'll see in about 3 minutes and 45 seconds. Alright, so I'm going to ask for a favor here. Just a few seconds. What is that? Four sulfur. 4 kyanite, 2 ion, plasteel. Someone please write that down. I've already forgotten it. It'll be our next thing. We can't even make ions yet. Which makes sense. Pretty sure I saw kyanite in there. And yeah, I saw sulfur, which we know where to get that. We've actually got a supply of sulfur. We have plenty of kyanite. Ironically, we're actually okay on the high-end resources. Sulfur, 4 kyanite, 1 plasteel. No, there was a plasteel. 2 ions, I believe, was the other thing. Go away, Reapers. No, hey, look! They're landing right here. We even got a thing right here for them. So they can, hey, right here! And we need to get on top of this thing. How do we get on top of this thing? We make like a... Okay, let's make a thing. I'll kind of try to get up here. Oh, that's not close enough. We can't quite make that jump. Whatever. You'd think I'd be able to see them. They're only a minute away. We can see the rocket from here. Jeez. Ah, thank you, Braven. I have a question. 6 sulfur, 4 kyanite. I gotta get something to wave. Hey! Hey! They're not gonna see that. Maybe like the laser torch? Okay, what's going on?
Survivor, we see you. Man, I don't know how you held out down there. Broken atmosphere, and we're descending towards the landing site. Is that a building down there? What do you mean you can't identify it? Hold on. No turning back now. Positions, everyone. Touching down in 10, 9, 8. It's coming from the building? Change course. Set thrusters to full.
That's what shot us down. This gun is actually much more terrifying than it looks. Yeah, no, this is a plus to story. This is one of the more interesting and powerful moments in the entire story. So you're supposed to encounter this scene a lot earlier. And what's supposed to happen is this is supposed to be like one of the earliest points in the story beats you encounter. Is we're coming to rescue, survive until then, right? Like, long before we get any of the patterns and rocket building and all the other stuff we've been doing. And then that happens. Doesn't even look like a turret. So, fun thing about that turret uses a unique type of weapon which can actually shoot all around the planet. It can actually use the curvature of the planet to warp its shots to hit something anywhere. Now, you might think that's weird considering how close it waited to shoot that gun, the ship there, but that's purely just so you could see it. Because the developers of this game wanted you to see that happening. When this thing shot the Aurora, we were up there in orbit. Now, some of you may know that on my first playthrough, I had already encountered that building and explored it. I'm not going to repeat that because there's not really a lot of reason to. I guess we could. Because I think we have the oh, no, I don't think I have. Oh, okay, sure. I think all my fragments are down below right now. Yeah, all my fragments are about 1 kilometer that way. Yeah, there's a lot of information in there, which we will, of course, do at some point. Not right now. The real problem is, of course, the fact that you go in, and there's actually a console to turn off that gun, to disable the quarantine, because that's what that is. It's the quarantine cannon. So I'd already encountered that spot and was rushing in here my first time. You know, as soon as I found out where they were landing, and by that point, I'd learned the lore. So I knew they were coming to get destroyed. And I'm like, oh god. So I'm rushing in there trying to turn off the damn cannon. I fail at that, because there's a prerequisite for turning off the quarantine, which I hadn't figured out yet. So yeah, I was flipping out, just staring at the timer like, no, no, turn around. So, yeah, absolutely plus to story. The build-up to and payoff of that is honestly one of the better moments in the game. I'd say tied with one other moment which hasn't happened yet. Now, Sub-Zero says there's some lying around here. Unfortunately, there are not, because I already looted them all. So, again, they're about 1 kilometer down from here. No, the queue's been a little weird because of the update to the bot. So I have no questions from you. So what's your question? God, that sounds terrifying, Mockingbirds. Yeah, we can't build a transceiver. We can't send messages. We can only receive them. That's a good question, Blue Hero. That's a very good question. So we can't really finish the rocket now because we need stuff we literally don't have access to. We're gonna mentally move the rocket off for a bit. Unfortunately, I think what we kind of have to do is go back down to the deeps at this point. If for literally no other reason than to go get my purple tablets and then come right back up. Unless there's other purple tablets up topside. Actually, I might... Hang on. Can I make the tablets yet? I can. But I need an ion cube, and my ion cubes are down below. Oh, that question! Right. So, real talk, Evo, I have never thought about it, because I've always assumed that the person that we're playing is me. I suppose the person that I'm playing is me, as opposed to the person... You get my point. So, I have no idea. It's fine, Mockingbirds, it's fine, it's fine. There's nothing to worry about here. Everything's fine. Thank you, Narset.
Seek fluid intake.
And those are going for, I know. There is actually Lord Harriman. Dungeon Siege 2. Is Dark Cloud still on the list? And God of War 5. I have this one YouTube commenter who periodically on the, not on the VODs, on the other channel keeps saying, when are you covering God of War 5? And every time I see that, I just laugh a little bit. I've already answered them before. I don't think they care about the real answer, though. I think they just want me to cover it already. For free, of course, because that's what most people on YouTube want. Thank you, Radisvik. I'll put that towards the BRPG block, the Spiritfarer, and Deus Ex. Much appreciate both of you. Okay. When it'll happen? When it's funded. That's exactly the way that works. There is surprising... There's voice acting in Below Zero? Alright, I'm gonna go full no mention. No men on Below Zero, because that's the third thing that's been spoiled for me in the last 2 days about Below Zero. And I want to go in as blind as I can. If that's acceptable.
Vital signs stabilizing.
Yeah, I haven't done anything in Below Zero. I've played, well, none of it. I don't even know why I did that. I just made sure the game ran. That's about it. On purpose, I should probably mention. I wanted to walk in blind. I mean, no, I wouldn't, Evo. That's silly, crazy, insane, one might say. What? See, so in my mind, admittedly, this is partially because I view the main character from Subnautica as myself, but in my mind, the main character from Subnautica is a janitor. Now, this is actually funny, because, you know, he is a janitor. But I mean that. A janitor has a different mindset, a different approach to things. Because they've got other things to look into, other things to care about. So a janitor looks at the situation and says, okay, we're going to have to do this, 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 and this. If we're going to be able to push forward, if we're going to fix this or clean this or whatever, this is what's required. There's actually another word that would apply for the same category, and that's called an engineer. And if that sounds familiar, that's because you've heard of Dead Space, which does the same general concept. Let's do this really quick. Let's make 1 titanium. And then let's just drop it off here, actually, for the moment, because that's going to be a later thing. Get rid of that, and all the lead, which we don't need right now. And the silver, which don't think we need, and the gold. In fact, I don't think we need none of this. Get rid of all this crud. And let's go ahead and grab our mobile base, which is all this crap. Not that stuff. I don't think we had any rubies. No, we had rubies. We had rubies. I don't remember how many rubies, so we'll just grab all of them. Okay. Save. I mean, we're probably pretty accustomed to, you know, working on our own for long periods of time. To the depths. It's actually funny, I myself, you know, was a janitor for quite a while. I am absolutely not an introvert.
Systems online.
But that works out too. The janitor tends to be the kind of person who gets along with most of the staff. As long as, you know, the staff aren't dicks. Yeah, I've heard the same general perspective from several people, Mass, so we'll see. Diablo 4 isn't even on the list yet, and that says all it needs to, I think. What, Azura? Or Azura? Or... I have no idea. Oh, you're talking about Azura. Or Azure. I have no idea, Mockingbirds. Just to upset you, years later, I knew that someday you'd watch that lore run. And I was thinking, I'm going to specifically go out of my way to pronounce something in a way I don't even know how I pronounced it. Just to get to you, and for no other reason. You never be a dick to the janitorial staff. There's actually several people you shouldn't be a dick to. Surprisingly, it's usually stuff in that general category. Yeah, nurses, another good one. Don't piss off the nurses. Don't piss off your car mechanic. Don't piss off your cyberdoc. I mean, there's a reason I call it Rule 0, you know. Yeah. Waiters, waitresses, fast food people. Healthcare people. Accountants. So there's the Evo. It's parked there, like she does. Your dentist. We've seen... Those of you who've been following Justified with us every Saturday, we've seen what they can do. Oh my god. Okay, so before we go down into actual hell, or hell actual, excuse me, I gotta say that right. We're gonna go ahead and build nothing, apparently. That's strange. Yeah, just don't piss off anyone. Just don't. No, don't do it. Oh my god. Oh my god. Okay, you get sawed right off. I will kill you. Get out of here. Jesus, that guy, that is disturbingly close. Okay, the lights are off, so that we shouldn't be aggroing the damn thing. I need titanium. How am I out of titanium? Oh god, who are? How am I out of titanium? Shouldn't be out of titanium. Okay, you know what? No, this actually isn't as bad as it looks. You know why? Because Evo to the rescue. Listen, they had it coming, Evo. Whatever they tell you. Okay, I'm trying to make a joke about how it was me you saw being evil, but it's failing.
Systems online.
One video game soundtrack? Let me think about that for a second. Should be this one. Yep, there it is. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. One soundtrack. No, I know what you meant, Mockingbirds, but the problem is I can't just say Mega Man, because there are many Mega Man games.
All systems online.
I could say WoW. WoW. I also have F14. That's literal days and days of music across years and decades, respectively. Yes, they do, Blue Hero, although they've got some unusual rules for said respawning. You know what? You know what? I don't like that you exist. Hey. 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 Him. You know, ironically, I don't like Flow. It's one of the only songs in that... I mean, okay, that's not fair. There's actually a lot of songs in that soundtrack I don't like, but it is one of the songs in that soundtrack I don't like. Yeah, I don't have the stasis thing on me. More titanium. Oh my god, I need more titanium. Why is this my life? Evo, I need more titanium. How cold is 14 degrees Celsius? Oh, I hate those stupid worms, mockingbirds. Actually, one of my only deaths was to those worms because I couldn't tell what was hitting me. 57. That's pretty comfy. Yeah, give me my titanium, Evo. Whoa, that's an interesting bug. There we go. Just gonna do that. There we go. I also gotta be careful because I know there's warpers that patrol around here in addition to the frickin' squiddies. Oh god, Brakewood. That sounds like an episode of Star Trek or Twilight Zone. Well, you want more of this? Huh? Huh? Look, this is happening. Back. Come here. Come here. Don't be shy. Don't be shy. It's okay. You're just gonna die. Okay. Moving on. See, why can't I make food out of that? Everyone in chat. Why would you want to eat that? Look. Hungry, okay? Hey, Terra Imba. What's going on? Alright, perfect.
Warning, emergency power only. Oxygen production offline.
And... power.
Power restored. All primary systems online.
Alright, what do we got around here? Fragments, gel sacks, ghost Leviathans, and Rex. Any ghost Leviathans around here? Hello, ghost. Oh, you've roamed. You've roamed far. Look at that. That's okay. That's where we're going, so no big worries there. Well, screw that. What we really want, and we're just gonna do that. Anything? I don't have to imagine that, Mockingbirds. That happened about an hour ago. Oh, that's the 2. Yeah, anything else? Scanner? I know you take a moment. Actually, you take a couple minutes, I believe, to do your full scanning, but... Well, you see, Evo. And if we didn't have that rain, we wouldn't even have a planet at that point. Any questions? Is there seriously just the one wreck in range? Seriously? Wow. Whatever. We'll come back to that at some point, maybe. Hi, Evo. Wave at Evo as we go by. Evo waves back. So you've seen the Lost River already, right, Evo? Have you seen the Ghost Leviathan nest? Oh God, you're right in my way. Okay, we're okay. Favorite area in the game that isn't the Shallows? Actually, I'm in it right now. The Lost River is my second favorite zone in the game. Well, it's a good thing we're going right by it, Evo. My third favorite area is our actual destination. Actual hell. Excuse me, hell actual. No, actually, the Shallows is my favorite. I know, pathetic, but it's very well designed. It's probably the most polished zone in the entire game, and it's quite pretty too. So,
Welcome aboard, Captain.
hi, Shadow Machine. Did you miss me? This is the Ghost Leviathan nest. It is, and I know I've said this several times, but Evo hasn't been here. It is the literal safest spot in the entire game. There are no threats and no dangers here. That the blue brine will not damage you. There are food sources here. And it's a nice big space to build in. As I've already talked about, and as I will give this game a positive for, it makes sense that the safest space in the entire game is immediately before Hell Actual. Oh yeah, by the way, in case I haven't shown this off, this is the brine. Oh, and that blue thing in the middle of that tree, that's a Leviathan egg. But as pretty as this all is, we're here to go to Hell Actual. Yeah, no kidding, Blue Hero. We're still going down. We haven't stopped. You might think this is Hell Actual. This is actually only the entrance to Hell Actual. Notice we're still going down. Yeah, this whole game is set in a caldera. Not even that large one, really. 4x4 clicks. Now, we should still be scanning him. Oh, the Reaper. Absolutely Sub-Zero. The Reaper is brilliantly designed. There's only one thing that scares me even close to as much as the Reaper. And we should be actively scanning him. So hopefully he won't startle us like he did literally earlier. While we're going down. Oh, yeah, so... Oh, hi there! Okay, we're going to try to get a little bit of this. And hopefully not have what's about to happen. Come on, give me at least a little bit of it. Go away, go away, go away! Oh, Jesus. Oh, Jesus. Okay, we're going to let it. Where's the prawn? Where's the prawn? Yeah. Okay. We can find a better spot. We can find a better spot. We're going to move on. We're going to move on. Warpers and whatever those guys are, those things hurt, too. They will chew through the prawn, and the prawn has tons of armor. Still no sign of the big bird. So as you can see, we've actually already built a base down here called Hell Actual. Are we scanning for anything right now? Do we have power right now? Oh my god, we don't have power. Look. It's not connecting. Alright, hold up. Come on. I know you can grab me even when you don't have power. Or maybe you can't. Oh, this is bad. Okay, hang on. So if I park this thing... The reason we have a moon pool down here. If I park this thing, those dragons, whatever they're called, I actually don't remember what they're called. This means I'm blind, too. We'll absolutely shred this thing in, like, a couple of minutes. So, we're on a timer here. So, why aren't you working? I mean, I know why you're not working. It's because you're bugged out. But I'd rather you not be bugged out right now. Could you not? Could you not? Where's the frickin'... Alright, transmitter. Connect, please. And connect to this base. Please? It's right here. It's right here. It's right here. Oh my god, really? Really with this? Okay, look. Hey! So, for those of you who missed it earlier, the reason that ran out of power is because it was connecting to that base. The one a click and a half above me. No, I don't know how. Don't ask me. Don't ask me. We need gold. We got some gold. There's actually a lot of resources down here. No lubricant, though. That was a fun trip. Please? There we are. There we go.
Welcome aboard, Captain.
Okay. I mean, Reaper, Uthor. It's an easy question. So here's hell. And yes, as you can see, it continues to go down. Okay. Let's turn that on so we can see the suckers coming. You could say we've met. That's certainly a way to phrase that. 1, 2, 3. I know, right? Sub-Zero. It's just really... Like, you'd think that'd be such a normal thing, but whatever. Do this really quick. Just to recharge it, just in case we need it. It's okay, we got tons of power down here. We got thermal power going. We got power for days. Yes, there's one over there and one over there. I'm gonna leave that charging for a second. I mean, the Ghost Leviathan is terrifying, but not to the same level, I suppose. I don't know. I just think the Reaper is very well designed from every level. Oh yeah, I also, just to be cheeky... Oh, you know what? There's something else I decided to do to be cheeky. I don't remember if I still have the resources at this point. I don't. I think I left the fiber mesh up top. Did I bring it? I did not. There's my stasis rifle, which I'm gonna need. I do need some kyanite. What was it, 4 kyanite I need? Let's go make that happen now while I'm thinking about it. That's charged enough. Yeah. Okay, so that one's over there. That one's roaming. I'll go close enough so you can see it, for those of you who haven't. And that's as close as I'm getting, is invisible range. Oh, looks like it's running away from me right now. Never mind. Never mind. Maybe later, when it sneaks up on me, which it's going to do. Not now. Oh god, I don't need to deal with a warper and this thing at the same time. Okay, it hasn't noticed me. That's good. Warpers are bots, correct, Toothor. I mean, they're organic bots, but they're still bots. How many kyanite did I need? Screw it. We'll just hit this. And then we'll hit this button, and then we'll hit this button. Get someone who's awesome, put it in here. There it is. Get 4 kyanite, okay. We might need a little bit more, so we're gonna get 4 kyanite basically right now. That's 2, I think. Those guys suck. That's 3, I think. It's hard to tell. And that should be 4. Alright. We got plenty of kyanite. Well, no, we don't. We probably need more kyanite. But thankfully, there's a lot of kyanite down here. So that's not a huge issue. The downside is we're half health. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna roam someplace relatively safe. I mean, I call them robots. They're not made out of circuitry, but yeah, they're robots. It takes so long to repair this thing, too.
Welcome aboard, Captain.
Okay. God, I'm always tense down here. Okay. Look, if you want me to spoil the whole plot, Evo, just keep watching. Although, as weird as it may sound, I think I'm going to have to go all the way back topside to advance the plot, which is really kind of frustrating. Well, whatever. Make it work. We always do. I've gone up and down from hell like 8 times at this point. Okay, so there's 5 kyanite at the moment. No, I don't think we need a radio at this point, do we?
Seek fluid intake.
We might have access to the way gates? Question mark. But what we really need
Vital sign.
is these things.
Stabilizing.
So let's make some room. Pull all this stuff out. All right. What really irritates me is I figured I could scan for example, you know, ion blocks or whatever. There's apparently none visible down here, which means I'm not sure where the castle is. No, yeah, I think you're right, Mike's. I mean, we need to enter the base up top. We need to get a message, which hasn't happened yet, but I don't know what the trigger is for that. And we need to check out the castle. Which, as I say, I thought this was the castle, but maybe I'm wrong. I don't know. Let's keep scanning for Leviathan. Let's keep an eye on those two. That sounds like a decision we could make. It has mockingbirds? I think mockingbirds is lying to me. Laugh if this thing even gets signal down here. Mockingbirds is definitely lying to me. Alright, so. Need more water. Let's grab a save. Back in the prawn. Really? Yeah, I'm pretty sure what's supposed to happen is we're supposed to nearly get rescued, and that is the definitive thing that points you towards the mountain island. And that's funny. And that's going to be the thing that allows you to enter that base. Problem is, I went there earlier, picked up the purple things, and then left. So I didn't have the purple things to go in, so we kind of got derailed a little bit. There is no audio radio alert that I'm aware of, Mockingbird. It's just the visual one, which may never pop up again at this point. A little bit, not really on purpose if I'm being honest, but yes. No, yeah, we should be able to get inside this thing, and truth be told, I don't really know what I'm looking for. So I'm just kind of roaming at this point and trying to avoid those guys. Because they have an aggro radius a little bit bigger than they look. Maybe it's further down? Up, 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 up. That's promising. Not in the prawn, no, Evo. I am going to need crystal. 6, I believe. Grab some of that while we're here. Yeah, we showed off the big thing earlier. This is 1/3 of this thing. I don't really do it on purpose for the most part, Razors, I swear. I mean, hell, do you remember the Paradise... Oh, what was the name of that game? The detective game where we were supposed to diagnose or deduce what happened in a murder mystery? Paradise something. Paradise Killer, thank you. Yeah, iSequence broke the hell out of that game. Completely unintentionally. I actually later had people look at it and look at how I played and say, yeah, no, actually it makes perfect sense that... Because the game apparently does nothing to indicate where you're supposed to go for some of those things. Point being, sequence breaking. It's in my blood, you know? Okay. I mean, randomizers, yeah. That's all about figuring out where to do what and where. So, here we are in what I can only refer to as not Ironforge. Shadowforge City. Sometimes referred to as BRD. Yeah, I see you up there. Neither, Baron. Some games plan for sequence breaking, like in a good way. That's probably a positive. Metroid Dread. Some games really don't work if you sequence break and don't know what you're doing. Paradise Killer. Some games it's just whatever. And you're looking at one of them. Of course you did. You know what? Hi. Now, thankfully, my prawn was over the platform, because the moment you get ported out of that thing, it plummets. Where's the entrance to this damn thing? They can teleport, and they can teleport you. Yeah, warpers are weirdly non-dangerous by themselves. They tend to act as a multiplying factor, however. Now, you're probably wondering why I stayed in the mech while we're going in here. Gonna need some ion cubes. Actually, I don't think I've scanned these yet. Oh, I have. Okay, cool. Yeah, they at least had local portal tech, because it does very much look more like portals than teleporting. I am not sure at all, Von Falkenstein. I'm kind of off the rails a little bit here. Not 100% sure where I'm going. First blue tablet.
New blueprint acquired.
Come here. To me.
Integrating new PDA data.
I was wigged out the first time I ever heard her voice. I'm pretty sure that's not actually supposed to be the first thing she says to you. It's just the first time she talked to us. Fossil data recorded from the volcanic rock that was excavated to construct the alien power facility It's been possible to extrapolate a number of key trends. Genetic diversity. The aliens recorded data on indigenous organic remains originating between 10,000 and 1,000 years ago. The life forms on record feature unusually low overlap with those encountered so far on this planet. Extinction event. Soil samples from 1,000 years ago contain 300,000% higher concentration of organic remains than soil average. Data supports mass extinction event, killing off a majority of species and forcing rapid adaptation amongst the survivors. Another cube. Can always use more cubes. I think I brought several of these. This system is directly converting local thermal energy into electric energy at 90% efficiency. Most of the energy is being stored in the battery-like devices within the plant itself, each of which holds enough to power a small city for a year. Some of it, however, is being drained off, presumably as it's distributed to other facilities on the planet. The power plant appears to be fully automated and, given current understanding of the mechanisms involved, uninterruptible. No, Mockingbirds. And I never will!
Integrating new PDA data. Primary, alien facility location updated. Volcanic area connected to this cave system at depth 1.4 kilometers.
That. Power distribution. This is funny. Self-warping quarantine enforcement units, those are the warpers, 5%. Arch network, 10%. Sanctuaries Alpha, Beta, and Kappa, 10%. Quarantine enforcement platform, that's the gun, 35%. Disease research facility, offline. Primary containment facility, 20%. Reserve, 20%. Trust me, they're more advanced ventures.
New PDA data.
It has been possible.
Ion. Powered blueprints from alien data. Blueprints stored to databank.
It has been possible to extract useful information regarding alien ion power. Ion cubes are grown artificially from a mineral substance treated to remain in a stable state despite the huge ionic energy contained within. By installing an ion cube in an appropriate device, this energy can be released as electrical power. Using this knowledge, it's been possible to synthesize new battery and power cell blueprints, which is something we needed. What do those take, anyways? Ion power cell takes 2 ion batteries. An ion battery takes an ion cube, gold, and silver ore. So we're going to need 4 ion cubes, 4 gold, 4 silver, and 4 silicone for that. But that's later. We're not there yet. We're not there yet. Notice, however, that that's mandatory to build the rocket. Yeah, this place looks very Necron. I like it. Yeah, how much talking out loud to yourself do you think you'd do in this situation? Open question.
Welcome aboard, Captain.
I mean, I talk to myself out loud all the time, so... I do remember that Mockingbirds. So, part of the reason I wanted to do this isn't just to advance the plot. If we gain access to something, it's going to make this game a little bit smoother in a couple of respects. You've seen Stargate, right? So as you can see, Hell Actual is currently 1.6 meters, excuse me, 1.6 kilometers that way. I'm not sure which exact base we're in. Actually, I think I do know which exact base we're in. Thank you. Yeah, I was to say, I think we're in the gun. That works out great. I was going to come here anyways. Go ahead and grab a replacement key. Well, I know what I was feeling the first time I saw this. Which boils down to, there's aliens in this game? What the hell is this real talk? The first time I ever found this base, this exact base we're in right now, is when I fell in love with this game. Oh, don't mistake me. It's a good game, and it does a lot of good things. But this was when I was like, oh, dude, this is so cool. Scans indicate this device contains enough potential energy to destroy the entire planet along with most of the solar system. Fortunately, it has malfunctioned. Bingo, Blue Hero. In real life Europe? No. I need no shrink, I'll just muscle through the pain. Oh, I've got this. Ugh. What I mean to say was I would appreciate such care and assistance. Yeah, speaking of Necrons, they just had that here. They
indicate the facility's control room lies beyond this doorway.
Really? Well, good thing we got a key. Now, look at the angles. Borg don't do angles. This looks more Romulan than Borg. So, this is how we turn off the gun.
The control panel is broadcasting a message. Translation reads, "Warning, infected individuals may not disable the weapon. This planet is under quarantine."
And that's the message I got before the Sunbeam came in.
Translating background broadcast. Downloading summary to databank.
That's hard to read. Intercepted background data. Disease research facility, 800 meters down. Cave system with extensive fossil record, southwest of the enforcement platform. Function of live specimen study. Objective, synthesis of the antidote for the highly infectious bacterium designated Kara. Thermal power facility, 1200 down. Inside extensive thing, blah, blah, blah. Sanctuary A corrupted. Sanctuary B corrupted. Offsite corrupted. Primary corrupted. In the event of an outbreak, quarantine procedures will be automatically enforced with immediate effect. The quarantine enforcement platform will target all incoming and outgoing craft to prevent the spread of infection off-world. It is not possible to avoid being infected, Evo. And for those of you who have played Natural Selection 2, yes, this is the same Kara. Come on, I just had it. This device houses energy equivalent to a 100 megaton nuclear detonation, which can be channeled through the facility and directed at vessels overhead or bent around the planet's gravitational pull to strike targets in orbit. Power is routed via the attached terminal, allowing the device to be deactivated if necessary. It is currently operating without parameters, suggesting it will target any ship in range. Yeah, same devs, if you're wondering. Which makes me wonder what they're going to do with Sub-Zero. Please don't tell me. And, of course, the third game we know they're working on. Which may or may not be Subnautica, but is probably going to be in the same setting. Yeah, this is a nuclear laser. I mean, the Kara was a galactic-level pandemic. So... it makes sense that they would be willing to destroy any ship for any reason to try and keep it contained here. Not actually sure what else is here at the moment, weirdly enough. I'm doing things so strangely out of order that I'm a little bit turned around, because I know where this is and where this goes. Huh. And there's the door. How do you cure yourself? They couldn't figure that out. That's all I'm going to say about that. How many tablets do we have left? 2. Well, we're about to have 1. Oh my god, we were. Okay. This is fine.
Your best probability of interfacing with this facility is achieved by accessing the control room in the lower section.
You know, the thing I just did. We're kind of doing this in reverse because we literally entered via the back door.
Unknown language. Attempting translation.
The data appears to be a multi-dimensional schematic of some kind. By mapping the pattern to 3-dimensional space, it's possible to gather basic understanding of the facility's internal workings. The facility's unknown constructed material is identified as an ultra-hard, non-reactive metal amalgam, synthesized from off-world materials. There's no indication it can be damaged or destroyed by available means. Power. The schematic indicates the facility was to be powered by a separate, self-sustaining power plant located elsewhere on the planet. Location's not listed, but we literally just came from there. The facility consists of the upper engineering section, where the schematic was found, and the control room, which is accessed via a security-sealed elevator shaft or a separate underwater moon pool. A huge one, if you saw that. The control room in the lower section houses the only known way to interface with the facility. However, the schematic does not detail the operation procedure or installed security measures.
Analysis of the patterns on the walls cannot ascertain whether their purpose is aesthetic or functional. Further data required.
We now have enough ion cubes, assuming we don't use any, for more gates in order to power the rocket, which we'll need eventually. Kharaa, I believe, Mockingbirds, but they changed the name of it over in the other thing, whose name I can't think of. Whatever.
Unknown language. Attempting translation.
It is likely a solid-state computer, though there is no clear way to interface with it. On approach, it began producing a low-frequency radio wave containing complex but recognizable data patterns. It is likely the alien species which designed this technology evolved or genetically selected sensory apparatus to hear and understand the information being broadcasted by the device, and to communicate back. The mental processing power required to perform this kind of telepathy would imply the designers were considerably more psychologically developed than the common human.
Scans indicate this structure is composed of a metal alloy with unprecedented integrity. No match is found in database. Performing structural analysis.
And this is the entrance, so... getting turned around, Laura. Telling you, Necrons. I mean, Space Tomb Kings, hello? All of the music's the game, by Kramano. I haven't played my own music in quite a while at this point. It'd be funny if this just was the Necrons, right? I don't remember if there's anything in here. I don't think there is. It's just, yeah, this over here. Hey, why doesn't my moon pool look like this? I was gonna say, I could dock my Cyclops here. Yeah. I remember, I think it's over here. Yep, I'm right, I'm right. I don't know, Huthor. I've never tried. So, back down in the depth. Now, my prawn is partially in the ground. This is really bad. I actually cannot exit the prawn now. Like, I'm incapable of leaving the prawn. So, try the unstuck. Okay. This is not great, but, you know, let's see what's going on with our prawn. Yeah, we may have just lost our near fully upgraded prawn in a place where we absolutely need it to operate. Okay. Wait, what? I just saved and it said my last save was 19 minutes ago. Yeah, I might have to figure out console commands if this becomes... And now it's further down. Does anybody know any console commands for this game? To move objects? Is there a floor below us? That's actually an interesting question. Yeah, Shadow Machine's like, I'm done, I want to play the next game. Fortunately... Well, okay, hang on. So, there's its feet. I can actually see its feet right there. Warp... So what's the syntax for warp forward? How do I use it? Oh god, it came back up. That's just confusing as hell. Would you like to push F8 to report bugs and give feedback? Okay, sure. Warp forward 1. Okay, so as expected,
Welcome aboard, Captain.
it only works if I'm in the thing. So we'll try 2 meters. We'll try 5 meters. We'll try 500 meters. Okay, so. So yeah, this is a problem. And since I'm already after my cutoff point, this is a problem we'll fix later. We're going to chop off. I'll see y'all tomorrow.